Recording in progress.
Hey everybody. Thank you for joining in and being a part of this mental health and college edition episode with the one and only Latrel. Yay! So I decided to go on and do this video because I know it's a lot of youth out there, people from, going from high school to college, suffering right now, right? Can't find their way, just trying to figure it all out. So, Monique's Handling Lounge, I wanted to jump in and do this college edition, speak to my daughter, and hopefully help somebody who may be suffering. All right. So I'm going to give my daughter some time to explain who she is, and we're going to get rolling.
Hi, I am her daughter. My name is Latrel. I'm currently a freshman attending college. I'm 18.
So,
Oh, and I'm a biology major.
okay, she's a bio major. All right. So, can you tell us a little about what that transition was like for you from high school to college?
So initially the transition process was stressful because as a senior, they start off with kind of throwing these big words at you, these deadlines, and it's kind of overwhelming because the college application process in itself is difficult, and then that along with like just the stress of wondering if you're going to get accepted to a college that you want to go to, juggling that with school, any other outside activities. So as a senior, it started off a little difficult because I didn't know how to do all of that. But as the year started like going along and I was reaching deadlines due to the help of my college advisors and all that, and my high school advisors, um, it started the weight started being lifted off a little bit, especially after I started noticing what was good and bad for me, like with colleges.
What you mean by good and bad?
So like there was some like stats, maybe like acceptance rates, the competition with schools. I realized a lot of schools with higher competition was not more compatible for me because I'm not into that like competition stuff. Um, Size limit. I didn't want too big of a school because I wanted to be able to build closer connections with my professors. Um, Diversity was also a thing for me. I didn't want to go to a school that was too like diverse. I wanted to kind of stick in my route that I was familiar with, but also be able to branch out a little bit. And then money as well, like tuition, paying out the pocket, and all that.
So it does seem like you had a lot on your plate. Um, so you managed to get through, um, with the help of your high school advisors, and now you're into your second semester in your freshman year, right? So how did that transition, that get into the dorm and that whole process, how did that first semester go for you?
The first semester honestly was really good for me. Um, Something that I learned from just the semester in itself, like when it comes to like building friends, because I realized friends is a very important thing to have in college. Attend like the college events because that's how I was able to like find one friend who had a lot, and then we were able to like merge like friend groups and all that. So one thing I learned from my fall semester was definitely start attending like all of the events, even though some were corny, but I found ones that matched what I like to do.
And how did you find those?
Just they advertised it a lot on campus. So like there were a lot of people handing out flyers. In the middle of my campus, it was like kind of like this cute thing that goes on. I think it was like every Friday or something. But like if you walk by, they would like give you something. So just being alert and like reaching out to all my resources, being able to know like what's going on there. As far as the dorm, because I was so ready to like move out, it honestly wasn't difficult for me. I didn't really experience much homesickness. Um, I was able to decorate my dorm how I wanted to, and my roommate, she's a very great roommate, so we were able to compromise very well. Um, and then academic, it was a little bit more challenging for me to transition because I was, unlike a lot of other people, I actually started doing things that attached to my major because, like, one of my main classes was biology and also the bio lab. And I realized a lot about college classes is they expect so much, but I think that it honestly to warm you up to how difficult college is gonna get. So it it was like heart stopping for me at the beginning because it's a lot of test based, and I had to learn my study schedule, which I still don't have down pat, like study habits and being able to say no to like going out to prioritize getting your work done and all that. But that's still a work in progress. I'm still learning to do stuff like that. But yeah,
Um, so you had mentioned you think that you being eager to move and start your college journey made it easier for you to transition. Can you possibly imagine what someone can maybe be going through that is not ready? Any tips or anything you would like to offer to them?
one thing I do suggest is getting in close connection with your roommate if you can. Like if you find a way to find something that you like out of them, because that is somebody that you. And then another thing is finding a way to like bring home to your dorm because again, you're gonna be living there, so you have to like find a way to make it more comfortable for you. So like even if that's bringing like an old pillow, stuffed animal, something that brings you comfort from your house. So every time you walk in your dorm, that's that peace that you remember or like that comfort spot for you.
Okay. And how are you juggling? How are you managing to juggle, going out with your friends and doing your schoolwork?
Luckily my friend group we're very like studious in our own way. So we would set aside time every day, like kind of towards like the midday after all classes are over, and we like study together. We do our homework together and stuff like that. And then once we're done, then we would like start going out. It'll be like later in the day, but we would start going out then. But like me personally, it was just I still had my own challenges within that like little schedule that we had built because with me, I need more time than the time that's set on us to study because I have to like the way I learn by repetition, so I have to keep. So I need more time. So the way I adjust to that is um if like if they end up like going out, I'll just leave myself out of a lot of stuff. I realize that I have to do that for me to be able to study because if not, I'm not gonna learn any material. And
So that's one of the ways that you protect, well, not only your grades, but your mental health also. So just being able to say, no, I can't go out right now. So yeah, that's something that I wanted to touch on. So how do you make sure that you're taking care of yourself, throughout this process?
um one of the things I do is just I realized that initially I had a lot of stress, like induced anxiety at the beginning of the year. And so the way I created my own breathing exercises and mental notes to like take every day by day instead of I have a planner, so I would plan up to the week, but everything else I wouldn't touch unless it was like for like a quiz or like an exam. But for that day, I would just make sure I put down all the homework that I have assigned, um, anything I have to study for a quiz, and I just focus on that.
So you wrote things down. Okay.
Um, to kind of step away from like the academic part, I bought me a book. I was trying to like get into like this little regimen thing to like read maybe in the morning or like when I have time to clear my mind from actual college stuff. And then just being out with my friends also really helps. We all chip in a part of something that just brings it all together well. And then yeah,
So yeah, I mean, having that friend group that's very supportive, who you can reach out to when you're not, at your best self, and they're able to pick you up. So I definitely recommend, for the 18-year-old or 17-year-old, that's about to start looking for colleges. And I think, what Latrell said would be very helpful. Find something that you're interested in, find a group that you're interested in, and go to meetings and different things that they may be having, because you'll find like-minded friends in that group. And then you cipher through whether or not these are friends that you want to be with. But it doesn't matter how old you are. We all need that community to feel welcome and accepted and loved. So definitely, even now we need that community as adults to take care of our own mental health. When I'm not feeling too happy, or I had a bad day, I want to be able to pick up the phone and call somebody, or say, oh, let's meet up and go out for drinks. That just helps you in a lot of ways. So and you also mentioned something similar to what I always emphasize, which is journaling. So you're writing down, you're visually seeing these things, you're planning. Things aren't really springing up at you at the last minute, which will lessen your anxiety a lot. So that's also a good tip. Plan, write things down. I know me, I'm old school. I need my pen and paper. Like nowadays, oh yeah,
Yeah, I'm
because a lot of youth, they use their phones.
I
Like,
use my phone for reminders. So, like I'll write it down in my planner, but like I'll set like 3 or 4 reminders in my phone.
okay, because I know your brother, he uses his phone too. So, but for me, I'm old school. I need like to have a paper and pen in my hand, something that I can physically pick up and read. Um, so we kind of spoke about your mental health. So your recommendation would be to maybe bring something from home, if they're feeling homesick,
Mhm.
right? To remind them of home when they come inside the dorm. Is there anything else that you can offer them?
Definitely make sure to stay in contact with them if you feel homesick, or even if you don't go home, because that will also bring you more closer to home. Just knowing that they're still there. If you can, like, just communicate with them often.
Okay. All right. So is there anything else that you would like to share with anybody? Like maybe, so I know for Marion, when Marion went to school, we bought so much stuff. We had so much stuff for him, and a lot of that stuff he didn't even use. Um, is there anything that you can offer somebody who may be looking to, like, what should I buy? What's really needed? How about, like, on a budget? You know, what can you, offer somebody who, is looking to buy things for their dorm?
Um, One thing that I find is really important is like wall decor. Like it's not necessary, but like if you want to spice something up, like I know my college doesn't, they don't allow like lights, so I wouldn't recommend buying like LED lights to like go up, or like curtain lights. They say it's a fire hazard, so you can't do that. But like maybe go to like something like Hobby Lobby, or like Dollar Tree or Five Below, and get just cute little like paintings and stuff like that to put on your wall. As
What does
far
the
as
wall decor do for you?
it just brightens up my room. I just like my room being cute, because me and my roommate, our like theme in the house for real is like pink. So like we just have a lot of pink accessories.
Oh, pink. Oh.
Oh,
It's stupid. You looking around like,
everything is pink.
even the hair.
And as far as like, so like you know how they provide you with like the regular like the desk, definitely something to put on top of your desk. So like what did you call it earlier, caddy? little desk organizer, um, a lamp, and then if you don't have like a shared bathroom, maybe like your own little basket for your stuff. Decorations also there. I wouldn't say like do too much, especially if you don't really know what your dorm looks like. Because for me, I didn't know what my dorm looked like until I got there. So I didn't buy too many things. And so now I'm still buying stuff to like judge it up since I know how it looks. And as far as like clothes, definitely for that fall semester, I didn't bring anything more than like summer clothes because that was like that summer period. But when I came back for like Thanksgiving, then I started bringing my coats and like my boots and all that, into the spring semester with. But as far as like fall, I would say just stick to like the regular like summer stuff, like the light clothes. And then so when you go back for Thanksgiving or Christmas or something, you can switch it out and then bring the winter stuff. So it's not too much all at once.
Right. And that also depends on where you live, right? Um, what else? Oh, also you definitely need bed sheets. Um,
Stuff for laundry.
yeah, and it also depends on what type of dorm you have too, because she has like a almost like a full kitchen and bathroom, and the living space. But all right, I think do you want to share anything else?
Um,
Any mental health tips? I think we kind of covered some, try to plan, write down in your planner, meet new friends, um, being also able to just say no to things that you can't do. And you said reading. So,
or just try new things in general because I don't really like trying to open myself up. One thing about college is you have to be like I feel like one key like personality trait that you need to have is just being open minded because it's a lot. It's very different from high school. Like I didn't really think I'd be the type to say that, but it is very different.
how? In what way?
Like you're just open to a lot more things. And for me, I know going into college, I wanted to like try try different new things instead of
You did that, honey.
I
You did that.
instead out of my comfort zone.
You did that. Yeah.
So,
She did that, y'all.
and just branch out, let your personality come out.
Why does it go like that? Ah, okay. That's all that she got. And she's sweating. Why are you sweating? Mine too. I think it's just the light. It's not us, it's the light. All right. So everybody, I hope this video was helpful for that youth out there who is getting ready to wrap it up and head out to college. Watch this, write down some of the tips that you heard, because we want you to be well transitioning over to your college year. All right. And if you have any questions or anything, just feel free to reply to this video or, you know, email us, or anything like that. And we'll, be more than happy to try to help you. All right. So thank you guys for watching. Bye.